Point and click. Matter of fact, I could have done that. I've probably been doing it my entire life.
I think you've been pointing and clicking.
Well, it took me a little while to get started.
Yeah. I'm Larry.
I'm Joe.
That's news to us.
Today's top story.
Oh.
Sorry, I cleared my throat.
Something caught there.
Florida Alligator
Ooh.
plays a game of Dig Dong Dash.
Are you kidding me? That's a sore subject with me.
What is it? What else we call it? We call it Knock Knock Zoom Zoom. Ding Dong Ditch. What did you call it?
Yeah, I didn't call it nothing. It's like somebody told me that it's ding dong.
You never
ditch.
did that as a kid?
Yeah, we would call it knocking on somebody's door and running like
Yeah, Knock Knock Zoom.
heck.
So
We didn't
I
call
just
it
knocked.
anything.
I knocked and hid.
We were kind of just like, yo, we always tell the kid that wasn't as bright as the rest of us, like, yo, go knock on that door. And then while he's knocking on the door, we all run.
Yeah, so for me it was more knock knock and go jump
Were you
in
the
the
guy
bush.
knocking on the door?
Yeah, it was not go jump in the bush next to the door so you can hide. Because there was no zooming. I was slow back then. So a few homeowners can say they've hosted an alligator, but Parrish, Florida resident Steve Farkas can. It's the guy from the Christmas Story that beat up on the other kid.
Yeah, I was going to say, that
Scott
sounds
Farkas.
like a made-up name.
Yeah, Scott Farkas. It's the guy, he was the bully from the Christmas Story.
Oh, that was his real name?
It was Scott Farkas in the story.
Oh, really?
This is his brother Steve.
For real?
On Saturday morning, Farkas and his partner, it could be Scott, his brother in crime, were in Orlando when they decided to check out the footage that their doorbell camera had managed to capture overnight. Wow, I should really.
It's almost like a tongue twister.
I feel like I should pre-read a story next time. It had a surprise in store for them. One of distinctly reptilian nature. That's hard to say.
It is.
Hey now, quote,
Hey
quote,
now.
Hey now, there's a gator at the front door at 4:30 a.m. That wasn't expected, Farkas said in an interview with WFLA. You read that right. In the dead of night, an adult alligator, I don't know why that word almost like you can't even see it.
Yeah, an adult.
An adult had walked, we'll see what happens. In the dead of night, an adult had walked right up to Farkas's front door. Something of a klutz.
Why does Farkas sound like something from Seinfeld? It sounds like something.
Farkas?
Yeah, I feel like there's a Farkas in there. Not sure. I'm sorry.
The animal bumped into the leg of the plastic lawn chair stationed on a stoop before placing his front teeth on the welcome mat and peering inside the home.
Wow.
He almost appears to knock at the door, Farkas told WFLA. While the alligator soon wandered off, it returned within a few minutes to resume, I almost said resume, to resume its original pose. They're spelled the same.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's like read and read.
English language.
It's like read and read.
Yeah.
Eventually, I and I, but they're spelled differently. Eventually, but they sound the same. Eventually, it depends on departed for Farkas's neighbor's home. Scott Farkas.
Yeah, it's
The apex predator.
You know what? I don't think you should ever say anything about me reading ever again.
According to Farkas, are a common sight in Parrish. A lot of ponds here. Water levels are really low, and almost always you see them out here. Farkas said last year he added a baby alligator had done something similar.
Where's the knocking on the door? Or, I mean, the ringing the bell. Oh no, he knocked. Did he knock or did he?
No,
what did he do?
he didn't knock. Nobody did anything.
He peered. That's all I
This
heard.
dude appeared. They have a ring camera, so it picked it up. There's no knocking or ding dong dashing.
Oh, okay.
This story again is a
It's
Farkas.
a farce.
It's a Farkas of a
It's
story.
a farce of a Farkas of a story.
Farkas of a story. It's just
What kind of farking story is this?
Yeah, once Farkas and his partner watched the footage, they took to the community Facebook page to notify their neighbors of a potentially dangerous animal making its rounds, because Farkas said everyone has a habit of opening their front door, their garage, and letting their dogs out. It would be scary if they let the dog out.
Oh yeah.
But he would let the dog out, and be like the alligator, be like boo, 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 boo. Gone, eaten. And it's scary to think about having alligators outside.
Yeah.
I think we're about like rabbits and stuff, not alligators.
And you know what? We're going from that story to a serious story here.
Oh,
we don't usually do serious stories.
Well, this is serious.
First murderer convicted via DNA evidence to be released on parole in Great Britain. Labour MP, I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Labour MP tells community not to worry, as homicidal sexual sadism, targeting teen girls is just a phase.
No, wait a minute. Is this the first convicted murderer ever? Or the first one via DNA?
Via DNA.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Colin Pitchfork.
That sounds like you just stay in jail.
Yeah. 61. Raped and murdered two 15-year-olds, and this is a terrible story, in the 1980s. He has served a long sentence, and he served the sentence imposed on him by the court. And under our system, that means there comes a point at which he has to be released. Why?
You just put him to death.
Yeah. That doesn't make it easier for you. It doesn't make it easier for the families. There's a great tendency politicians are leaping on a particular case. Actually, if we think the system is wrong or sentences are wrong in general, we should change the law on sentencing and look at whether it should be longer sentences in some of these cases. Well, yeah.
Duh.
Pitchfork was caged for life in 1988 for raping and killing two 15. You know what? I can't read any more of this sentence because
he was caged for life, though. Why is he not? Why is he
released? Right. And his DNA. Why did they let him loose?
How long? When did he get? When did he get arrested?
In the 80s.
So he got arrested right away. It wasn't like one of those things where they found out 20 years later because you do a 23andMe that your DNA showed up in a crime scene. You ever see that?
Yeah.
Like family members do like a heritage thing.
Yeah.
And they'll get matched up with a criminal database.
Yeah.
And they'll get arrested. Good for them, a-holes.
Here's the thing. We don't do serious stories usually. It's usually funny stories and everything. This one's serious. And my opinion has never changed about this. Somebody like this, first of all, first thing they should have did, cut all his junk off. Just cut it off so he can never do it again. Castrate him. And his hands too. But in this case, because he murdered also, put him to sleep.
Well, if they castrate him, what would he need his hands for?
Well, I just don't want him to have any fun. Like, you could still kill people with your hands. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
But in this case, because he killed somebody, I put him to sleep.
100%.
And that's pretty humane.
Yeah, I would actually put him in a 1901 electric chair.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know?
Oh, like what you call it?
In South Carolina. So South Carolina, they ran out of lethal injection drugs. Mm-hmm. So they can't do the death penalty anymore in a humane way. So there's two inmates that are on death row that they were going to electrocute it, but the lawyers found out that was inhumane, so they had to give them an option of either being electrocuted in a chair built in 1901,
right,
or get a death by firing squad. This is in South Carolina.
Oh wow!
So they're building a firing squad now within the jail ranks.
Okay.
So they can give the inmates an option of how they would rather die. It's crazy, right?
I mean, yeah, it's funny that they get an option. But they didn't give anybody else an option.
Yeah, let them die electrocuted. I don't care if it takes a while.
And that's one of the things. Is like this grinds my gears.
It grinds my gears
because it's like this is not justice for anybody. Mm-mm. It's like people that sit there and say, oh well, there's rehabilitation. No, I'm sorry, no. If there is rehabilitation for somebody that does such a heinous crime like that, then let them move next to your house. That sits there and says that there's rehabilitation. Don't put them next to my house. Don't put them next to your house. Don't put them. No, there's people that cannot be rehabilitated. In this case, you killed two 15-year-olds and you raped them. There's no rehabilitation.
No,
you shouldn't even get the chance.
You shouldn't get a chance. Yeah, you ruined their lives.
You had a choice. You chose the wrong thing, and now guess what? Goodbye.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
That's it. You know what? We're going to take a short break right now. You're going to hear a couple words from our sponsors right now, and then we'll get right back here. Yeah.
This is exciting.
How disappointing.
That is embarrassing.
After that last story and then that.
It's embarrassing. I feel like that I should...
Yeah, bring it up a little bit.
Yeah, okay. Battleground Man loses war to freely rev his engines no matter what his neighbors thinks.
What?
Yeah, exactly. A man in southwestern Washington is accused of murder. This is way to bring it up, dude.
What kind of news is this? I thought we were happy news.
After investigators say he confronted his neighbor about noise created by revving an engine.
Oh.
The Colombian reports the victim was identified in court records as 39-year-old Timothy A. Thomas. Clark County Sheriff's deputy said Thomas was shot multiple times Tuesday afternoon in Battleground and died at the scene. So Battleground is the name of the town in southwestern Washington.
Okay, it wasn't like they were...
Presley Millick appeared Wednesday at Clark County Superior Court on suspicion of first-degree murder. Judge Daniel Stank...
the names from these stories just seem unreal.
Set Millick paid out $1 million. It wasn't really known if Millick had a lawyer. So I guess this guy was revving his engine and the other neighbor went up and shot him. Like, what is wrong with people,
You know what, though?
dude?
I mean, like, there's a guy that comes by on a cycle here.
But would you ever think to shoot a dude?
I have actually thought about, like, like, maybe something that wouldn't kill him, but maybe, you know.
You don't understand if anything ever happened to that guy. Now there's evidence that
No, not like that. Not like that. I mean, I was kind of hoping that maybe the motorcycle would blow up.
Or like you throw some tacks out and it pops a tire.
Yeah, I mean, something like, you know, something that's not going to kill him, but maybe learns his lesson. You know, yeah. I mean, just
because nobody wants to hear it, guys. Guess what? We don't want to hear it. I don't care what your engine sounds like. Unless I'm specifically asking you, hey, Larry, do me a favor, rev it up and hear how it sounds.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. All right, cut it.
That happens every now and again. And look, I like a Harley Davidson. I would love to have a Harley Davidson.
Really?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Not me at all.
But you can ride those bikes without being a jerk about it.
You want to hear that or feel that vibration
feel it between your legs? Yeah,
is that what it is?
Been waiting for years.
Yeah. Hey Joe.
What, Larry?
Did you hear about Rihanna's lingerie line is offering crotchless?
No, but I want to hear about it.
Butt revealing leggings.
Yeah, I want to hear all about it.
The internet isn't sure it wants them.
Oh, I want them.
Yeah,
I love leggings and crotchless.
I just heard this on my way into work this morning. I heard it on the radio.
Really? I'm interested in this.
So whether at the Met Gala or in the pages of Vogue, Rihanna has never played it safe with her own fashion choices.
It's true. She's very attractive.
She's a beautiful woman.
She is very sexy.
But it's not clear if fans of her lingerie line, Savage X Fenty, will be similarly. I feel your pain now.
I feel you said it right twice.
I think I did, but it doesn't seem right. Brave when it comes to a pair of leggings that took the internet by storm this week. The soft mesh open back crotchless product isn't out of place in a lingerie line.
Is it assless too?
But it bears a little more skin than the standard gym wear.
So it's buttless and crotchless.
But see, this is not what I heard this morning.
Is there a picture here or something?
No,
I don't see anything.
We can't.
Of all time,
Tom said no. We can't put a picture of that up. Yeah, we can't do that. But here it is. This is what it was about.
Okay.
Okay. On TikTok, some users leap to defend the garment.
Yeah, for sure, I would.
Can we normalize butt cleavage? One user with the account name, and that's the thing about this.
As long as you're not a dude.
That's what they're saying. This is about butt cleavage.
That's fine if you're a girl.
And people are trying to understand. It's like, well, what is butt cleavage? Well, I mean, you know what breast cleavage is? It's right here, right?
It's plumber's crack.
Well, that's what I was going to say. It's like she started this line. I could have sworn I've been doing videos with you for a long time. I could have sworn you started this thing a long time ago. You know, I mean, I think you maybe did you register it or?
Oh, that's good.
Like. I mean, like, serious. Like, this isn't a new thing. I mean, butt crack's been around for a long time.
You guys always butt it out on this channel, so then we get.
That is true. But I mean, realistically, I don't think.
Well, fat guys have had this problem for years, so I think it's different though for fat guys and Rihanna.
And
I think I would
girl.
like to see her butt crack.
So there's a double standard now.
And I agree with that 100%.
So the guys want to see a nice butt cleavage on a girl, but when he's in all his glory showing a little butt cleavage, nobody wants to see that. Is that how this world has become now?
Well, Larry, I wouldn't call it glory. I would call in all my. Oops, my pants are too low.
but you're showing butt cleavage.
Not on purpose.
No.
That's the difference. I feel like if you're purposely showing it, then you're ready to go. But it's like showing underboob. Underboob's really attractive on the right person. On me, not so much.
So I think that maybe you ought to get a pair, not of these. But like maybe you design some jeans that go down to show a little butt cleavage, and then you show it on purpose. I mean, if people want to show it to them.
No, I'll show it to them by accident. I don't need to show it to them.
I want to know, guys, how many people want to see butt cleavage on Joe? I personally don't.
I don't want to know this at all. I feel like that butt cleavage on Rihanna is 100% different, and I feel like that we all want to see that.
I kind of feel like that's a double standard.
I feel like men and women want to see that, to be honest with you. Rihanna's pretty smoking.
She is. She's
and I would look at some butt cleavage all day long if I had to. Hey, Larry.
What, Joe?
I love butt cleavage on Rihanna. Well, that's news to us.